Finally, we have him in the collection. It's NIGHTCRAWLER! Hey guys, me host you was all thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's NIGHTCRAWLER. Fraulein. It's NIGHTCRAWLER, the German. I love NIGHTCRAWLER. One of my favourite characters in X-Men. Just because he's very different, he's very cool, he can teleport, he looks like a little demon, and he's just super cool. And they tried to do him in the movies, didn't they, but they didn't quite execute it very well. Second time round with the reboot, he was kind of too young, and I always felt that with Alan Cummings he was too old, but Alan Cummings was the closest I think we ever got to a decent NIGHTCRAWLER. Especially with the accent. But we have NIGHTCRAWLER, guys, and I can't wait to bust this bad guy out of the packaging. I've never had it. Well, I do have a NIGHTCRAWLER. I do have a NIGHTCRAWLER. Let's not say I don't have one, because I do. But it's a really weird one. I don't like it. So I'm so glad to have this one in the collection. I never got the older Marvel Legends Toy Biz one, so I'm happy to finally have an updated version in my collection. And he comes with his awesome rapier sword, old style French sword. And yeah, two other face sculpts as well, which are awesome, because that first face sculpt makes him look a little bit young, but I like the one with the fang sort of smile. That's pretty cool. And if you're going to put him into battle, then you've got the snarling face as well. Guys, if you haven't already seen my reviews for this wave, we have already reviewed Wendigo and Wolverine. But let's check out the packaging, so I'm going to take you guys to the desk cam to take a look at this awesome packaging. So here's the NIGHTCRAWLER packaging. Let's just move Wolverine and Colossus out of the way here so we can get... Oh no! Stand Colossus! So we can get at NIGHTCRAWLER. NIGHTCRAWLER's awesome. He comes with two extra face sculpts. He comes with the big long rapier sword. He's got an awesome looking tail. And he's got a little lightning figure. And of course they've got the X logo at the top. The Wendigo BAF Wave logo. Marvel Legends series. X-Men NIGHTCRAWLER by Hasbro. And if we look on the side, we've got a lovely art shot there of NIGHTCRAWLER Kurt Wagner. And if we turn it on the back, there's another great art shot there, along with his bio. With sticky hands, a sharp tail, and a piercing yellow eyes, the troublemaking mutant NIGHTCRAWLER scales walls and teleports from place to place. Loving the comics that when he does teleport, they use the word BAF. And if you haven't seen my other reviews in this series yet, just know that we've already reviewed Wendigo, and we've also reviewed Wolverine. You guys will always laugh, because I could never say that name. Wendigo. I pronounce it differently every time. Wendigo. It's a name I just can't pronounce. But we've already reviewed Wolverine, as you can see, and the BAF figure. And he's awesome. So guys, let's break NIGHTCRAWLER out of the packaging. Alright guys, let's break him out. Let's do this. So I think the next review we're going to be doing is Mr. Sinister. So stay tuned for that. Trying to upload these daily, or as quickly as I can possibly upload them. I was pumping out 2 a day with the last 80th anniversary wave stuff. I wanted to try and keep up the tempo, but I don't want to lose quality. I don't want to do quantity over quality, you know what I mean? I'd rather the videos be good than just forced out, so I hope you guys agree with that. So I am trying my hardest to get decent videos out, because I kind of reviewed a figure earlier, and my enthusiasm was waning a little bit. I was a bit like, oh, I've already reviewed like 5 figures today, and you know what I mean? Like, I felt a bit... So I thought I'll take a break, and I've come back and done this one and uploaded this one for you, because I feel ready, you know, I feel good again. I don't want to get to the point where I'm pumping out too much and not enjoying it. Because at the end of the day, I made this channel because I enjoyed reviewing action figures and talking about figures. And I want to entertain you guys, not bore you to death, so... Get back in there. Shove that on the trash pile. Alright, here he is out of the packaging. He looks pretty cool, I love him. Look how awesome he is. I am the NIGHTCRAWLER. So, ooh, this feels very nice. Okay, so the head is on a ball joint, so you can't make him look all the way down and all the way up, which is awesome. And obviously you can tilt him left and right a little bit as well. Not much backwards and forwards movement. The arms do lift up, but there is the butterfly hinge on this one, so you can get his arm to go backwards a little bit more. The bicep hinge as well to rotate, as well as a double hinged elbow, and the hands are on a ball joint. There is an ab crunch there, so you can crunch him forwards and backwards pretty far, and there is a waist swivel. His tail does pull out if you want it to. It just pops in and out of the little hole on his bum. His legs do lift out quite all the way actually, as well as forwards and backwards, with a top thigh cut, double hinge knee, no boot cut, but the feet are on a rocker and pivot. Paint app is very decent. There's a few issues around the red on the boot. The black is showing through a little bit. You can see brush marks along the back, but again, you wouldn't notice that unless you were looking very closely like I am. Paint warping, there's none really. It's a very matte finish. There's no sort of shine on this one, so it does have a very classic comic book feel to him. That butterfly hinge is a little bit hindered. It works to tilt a little bit, but it is hindered by the costume piece. Obviously this piece here stops the butterfly hinge from going all the way back, so we kind of just rotate it back and forth a little bit. So that's a little bit of a shame, but other than that, it is a very decent figure, and I'm hoping we can get him into some form of crawling style position, because, you know, he never really stood up tall in the comic books. He always kind of took a stance. So I'm hoping I can play around with him and get like a nice pose stance out of him for that. Might be able to do that with a little bit of playing off cam. But the figure itself is very nice, and if we take that head off, because I'm going to be using this head, I think. I think this is the head I'll be using for display purposes. A little bit more of a snarl with the fang sort of expression. I like the fact that the blue does show through to the hair, that's pretty cool. And then of course we've got the even angrier face. Oh god, that neck piece. Yes, he's got his more snarling expression there for combat. My only issue with this, I feel like the more I'm going to be taking heads on and off, I'm really worried about this headline here. It looks like there's a hairline there that could pull apart quite easily, so let's hope that's stuck down. Because the head doesn't go on with a pop either, it just kind of sits on. But it's in. Just it doesn't make that satisfying click that most of them do. And of course he's got his more closed hand here that on, because this is the one you're going to put the sword in. The fingers do feel a little bit more rounded than they need to be though. Well, let's try it. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull those out a little bit, I think. Yeah, the Nightcrawler's fingers are a little bit rounded in. Not sure if you can see that, but it's causing issues in getting the actual blade into his hand. So we might need to, off camera, heat that up. There we go, shoved in. I'm able to kind of warp it with my finger, but yes. You might want to get some hot water to do that. The sword does have some issues, which is annoying. There's some chip to the paint already on this one. And the paint apps aren't very cracking on that. There is a lot of gold showing through. I'm guessing they painted the whole thing gold and then repainted this part silver, because there's gold showing through on the actual sword. So he's not without his quality control issues, but he feels, like I said, like a very sturdy figure. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap apart on me, because obviously thin figures I get worried because you start posing them, they start going floppy, whereas this guy's still pretty sturdy and I've had a really good mess around with him. I think I'm going to display him with the sword kind of casually just sort of behind his head and sort of pose him up. Hello, Fräulein. So yeah, pretty awesome figure. I can't wait. Let's go to the desk cam and give you guys a proper up-close person look at the Nightcrawler Kurt Wagner. So let's go to the desk cam. Alright guys, there he is, all crouched up and posed up. It's Kurt Wagner. I'm really happy with that. You can actually get him to look just like the comic poses. He does very sturdily stand. I'm not using the tail either for a kickstand there. It's not touching the ground. He's just... Oh no! He's fallen! Let's try and get him back up. It did take a little bit of a balancing act, but he did stay in the end once I played with it. There we go. Oh, might need a little stand, but it does work, you know. You can get him quite low to the ground, just like Nightcrawler. I was kind of aiming it on the old style, the way Nightcrawler poses up in the comics. So if I just pull you over my computer, you know, he very much crouches and crawls around things. He doesn't really... It's very rare that he actually stands up fully. Usually when he's stuck to a wall or something, he kind of stretches out a little bit more, but usually he's very much curled up in most artwork that I see and most comics that I've read. So that's what I wanted to try and replicate with this pose, and I think I've done a pretty good job, guys. When you agree with that posing? But yeah, he's a very cool figure. Like I said, the paintwork on the face and that is just immaculate. I really like how they've done it. It really does, you know, say Nightcrawler to me, that face. That's why I like that one. I'm not too fond of the first sculpt that it came with, but I'm glad we got some alternates to try and, you know, change him up a little bit. Because he does look pretty cool. These are the alternate head sculpts. That first one on the right is the one that we had him with originally. I wasn't too much of a fan. This face for the battle scenes is going to be really cool. Use that. And then, of course, we've got the other hand. If you don't want him to have the sword, you can just have the very static, usual Nightcrawler hand. But I kind of like using the sword with him and posing him with the sword. I think it makes him look more fun. Do you guys agree? But there's our Nightcrawler, guys, and it wouldn't be fair to have Nightcrawler without his biological mother. It's Mystique. So let's bring Mystique in there. Oh, I don't want to knock him over with her falling. Stand, damn you. Yeah. And of course, then he's got his adoptive sister, Rogue. I can't find my Legends one. She's in the box somewhere, but I can't dig her out, so I thought I'll dig out this select one for now. Family portrait time. But don't forget, I did already have a Nightcrawler, like I said, and he was very poseable, to be fair. He was a very good Nightcrawler. But I'm so glad I have this new one, because this old one he's alright, but it's more, I don't know, modern. I like the traditional look. Yeah. And of course, we got Emma Frost recently as well. And another mutant, very similar, Blink. Awesome. The X ranks are growing. And of course, we've reviewed recently Colossus, who you saw at the beginning of the video. And from this wave, we got the new X-Force Wolverine. Come on, Blue Furball. And let's not forget the BAF figure for this wave is Wendigo. The X family is growing all the time, and I love it. I love the X family. As you guys know, that's one of the main line of Legends I collect is the X-Men. Big fan of the X-Men since being a kid. And if you've seen my Legends collection where I go through all of my X-Men, you'll know the story behind why I'm a fan of X-Men. So go back and see that video and you'll learn all about me and why I love the X-Men so much, because it has a deeper meaning to me than just, you know, X-Men. Growing up different in a small town, you do feel like an X-Man. So, make sure you go back and check out that video. If not, guys, I will leave a link in the description. And I hope you've enjoyed this video of Nightcrawler. But let's go back to the main cam and finish off this video. So what's your thoughts on Nightcrawler, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please smash the subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us. It really helps us out and helps us keep making awesome videos. Like I said in today's video, I haven't been pumping out as many videos like I was before because I don't want to lose the quality of my videos. I want to still remain enthusiastic and still want to make some awesome videos for you with good quality. So tomorrow's video will be Mr. Sinister, I think. So stick around for that. I'm going to keep him in this pose. I'm going to pose him behind me on the shelf because he's too awesome not to pose up like that. He just looks so cool. Guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye!